Oh boy. Wrestling Dontaku in Fukuoka's Pei Dome today. It was something, for better or worse. Now, granted, most of the crazy shit didn't happen until the back half of the card, until after the fourth match or so on the card. To go over the first four matches and to be brief about them, Suzuki-gun defeated LIJ, replacing Tatsumi Fujinami with the OG Junior Heavyweight Champ Shiro Hoshinaka. Hoshinaka got rolled up by Taichi, and now Taichi is back in line for a KOPW 2022 Provisional Championship match with Shingo Takagi. Hiramu beat Yo, which I did expect. And Tongaloa made Yujiro Takahashi go apeshit. The junior tag title match, on the other hand, went in the favor of Team 6 or 9. When again, stat pin by Taguchi with his bare ass in the face of his opponent, this time Kanemaru. And people wonder why I fucking hate Taguchi. It's shenanigans like that that are why. They're not funny. Anyway, next up was the announcement of the Best of Super Juniors tournament participants. We're back to a 2-block format instead of a super block format, thank God. Plus, I think New Japan's laying up on their bug policies as they are allowing some foreigners in this year's tournament. Let me run down the list. In the A block, we have, representing the New Japan home team, Ryusuke Taguchi. From Chaos, Yo. From the LA Dojo, therefore New Japan Strong, Clark Connors. From Los Ingobernables de Japón, Hiromu Takahashi, who is the defending back-to-back champion and 3-time winner of the tournament. Taguchi's won the tournament as well. He won in 2012. From Suzuki-gun, Yoshinobu Kanemaru. From Impact Wrestling, X Division champion Ace Austin. Freelancer, Alex Zane. From the United Empire, we saw him last month and now he would be in the tournament. Francesco Akira. The new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, the Bone Soldier of Bullet Club, Taiji Ishimori. And from Bullet Club's House of Torture, the never openweight 6-man tag champ, Sho. Oh, Taguchi's also still called the IWGP Junior Tag Champs with Master Wato, who is in the B block. Joining him in the B block, from Chaos, Robbie Eagles. From the CMLL promotion out in Mexico, Titan. From Los Ingobernables de Japón, Bushi. From Suzuki-gun, both Desperado and Doki. From the Glate promotion, representing the Strong Hearts, El Lindaman, the T-Rex champion. From AEW and by proxy, the Blackpool Combat Club, the Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling champion, Wheeler Yuta. From the United Empire, TJP. And from the Bullet Club, El Phantasmo. Around the time the tournament gets ready to go, I'll do my preview for the tournament. And believe me, that's going to be my longest prediction video because I'm going to have around 90 or so 90 plus matches to sift through. And keep in mind, I'm not going to fill in this scorecard until after each match, after each day of the tournament. And for those wondering, given them that I may or may not be heading to Animazement, provided my mom can find the email that confirms she booked our hotel for May 27th through 29th. I would prefer to get there by May 26th, not the 27th. But that being said, But that being said, but that being said, let's get back on track. First set of titles to switch hands was the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles, going not going not to back to Bishamon, but rather to Bad Luck Fale and Chase Owens. I did not expect this combo to get the W. Sure, they're a good tag team, I'll admit, but Fale and Owens? Why? And then again, I guess since you threw out God, you needed someone to pick up the pieces. Stupid move, Jay. I already mentioned Ishimori beat Desperado, so I'm not going to go into that. Evil lost his never openweight singles title, but before Tamatonga could celebrate the victory, he got attacked by the returning Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson. And Anderson has now made it clear he's going after that never openweight championship. Speaking of returning to New Japan, in the semi-main event between Tanahashi and Tomohiro Ishii, Tanahashi came out on top, only to get interrupted by Chase Owens, who, if you recall, beat Tanahashi during last year's G1 Climax and never got his title shot. But now that he's a tag champ, he doesn't care. But as Chase was flapping his gums, someone snuck up from behind Tanahashi wearing a Bullet Club vest with a hood over his face, smashed Tanahashi with a left, kill switch, took the hood off, and it was Juice Robinson. It turned out when Juice said he was not going to be under the banner anymore, he meant he was not under the banner of Hontai. He is now a card-carrying member of Bullet Club. And the son of a bitch responsible for it, I'm going to get to in a second. You could pretty much guess. All I have to ask is, why, Juice? Why? Why would you turn your back on the fans, on your peers? For what? Well, here's what Juice had to say in a backstage interview. Let me just find it first. Well, basically, what Juice said was, "You really think I was going to spend the rest of my life tag teaming with David Finley? No. This time, I'm taking the reins, and Bullet Club gives me that chance to do that. You know what, Juice? You're just setting yourself up for misery and scorn from those who viewed you, who liked you for who you were. You didn't have to become the rock hard Juice Robinson. This disgusts me." And John of the Twitwow duo, well, when I were still on speaking terms, which we're not, because he's a racist pig, because he's a politically activist, because he's an overkill political activist pig. I wouldn't say racist, but overkill politically activist pig is what he is. Here it is. Juice also said, this is my time now. If you're shocked now, you haven't seen anything yet. You're damn right I'm disgusted, Juice. Anyway, in the main event, Okada retained over Tetsuya Naito in about 34 minutes. He gets interrupted by Jay White. Okada knows what he wants, and that's an IWGP World Title shot. Gato attacks him. Gato manages to fight him off, but White hits the Blade Runner. And then Bullet Club comes in to celebrate over Okada's carcass. I mean, there's a reason this over egocentric, near 30-year-old son of a bitch calls himself the last rock and roller, the catalyst of wrestling, the man who single handedly sold out Madison Square Garden, something he's never going to get tired of reminding everybody of. But it takes two to tango. And who was your dance partner that night, you bastard? Oh, that's right. It was Okada. And the inaugural Grand Slam champion in New Japan history. And now we've essentially got four Bullet Clubs now basically locked themselves in for four, maybe five IWGP title matches coming up on June 12th in Dominion at Dominion in the Osaka-jo Hall. An IWGP heavyweight tag title defense against whoever, probably Kabano Khan, since the pinfall sends Bishamon to the back of the line. Carl Anderson challenging Tama Tonga for the Never Crown. Juice challenging Tanahashi for the U.S. crown. Whoever wins Best of the Super Juniors, challenging Ishimori for the Junior crown. And of course, Okada versus the Switchblade, challenging Okada for the IWGP World Heavyweight crown. It's going to be hectic for the next 6 weeks for New Japan Pro Wrestling. That much I'll guarantee. May 14th, Capital Collision for the heavyweights, as the junior heavyweights have to prep for the Best of the Super Juniors that happen that kick off the next day. Which only has 2 matches signed so far for Capital Collection. Ishii against Kingston, Brody King against Suzuki. I'm hoping we get Tanahashi versus Moxley for the U.S. title. But until then, for now, the junior wrestler Gaijins will be flying into Japan, and their next stop is Aichi, is the Nagoya Congress Hall in Aichi. From there, Tuesday in Yamagata. Tuesday the 17th in Yamagata. Next day, off to Miyagi Sendai. Then it's off to Aomori on the 19th. Then it's a doubleheader on the 19th and 21st in Aomori. Then off to Akita on the 22nd. 2 days in Korakuen Hall, May 24th and 26th. A show in Chiba on the 28th. Back to Tokyo's Oda City Gymnasium on the 29th. Toyama on the 30th at first, and wraps it up June 3rd in the Budokan. As mentioned previously, the winner of this tournament faces Taiji Ishimori for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship June 12th in Osaka-jo Hall. If I can get Gabe to help, if I can rope Gabe into doing a podcast with me at some point within the next week or so, I'll help him out in going over each of these wrestlers' credentials. Some of them he'll know, but most of them he will not. It's the least I can do for my streaming partner, for my podcast partner. Leave a comment, smash the like, sub to the channel. Mets2128 signing out. Till next time, I bid you adieu. So goodbye and good night. Bang!